What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and we are back in the world of Skyrim. Now, do want to give you guys a couple of quick words of warning here. Number one, if you are here for gameplay for this first episode, you're probably going to want to skip it. This is going to be primarily me talking about all of the mods that I have installed, what they do, and kind of the type of let's play that we're going to do. We're not going to actually probably get into gameplay in this run. So if you're just wanting to watch me do something, you're probably going to want to skip this because this is going to be a lot of talking and a lot of jibber jabber, so to speak, and you're probably not going to like it. So just go ahead and click off now and skip to episode 2 if you don't care about what the mods are, the race that we're picking up, the character creation, and the type of gameplay that we're going to be playing. All right, guys, so now that that's aside, let's get into the meat. This mod, according to, or this Let's Play, according to my Nexus mod manager, has 71 mods in it. Now, a couple of those also count the master files. A couple of those also include the, it's not Skyrim, it's Perma. I forget what it's called. It's like it's the Nintendo Skyrim remake, basically. It's called Perma. That stands for something, which, of course, off the top of my head, I don't know. Let me look at the list real quick and I can get it, assuming it's not Perkus Maximus. There we go. Perma equals Perkus Maximus. For those of you guys who are unaware, Perkus Maximus, or Perma, I will be referring it to as Perma from here on, is very similar, sort of, to Skyrim Redone, in that it is a complete overhaul of the way Skyrim works. It is designed to basically overhaul the perks, and I think that's about it. There's a lot of balance and stuff like that, but the difficulty, like Skyrim was designed to be difficult as hell. This one, not so much. This one is more just about making the gameplay better. So if you want difficulty, you have to add these other mods, and he recommends a bunch of them. I used pretty much everything he recommended with a few exceptions. Also want to let you guys know, you may not hear music in this. In fact, you won't hear music in this Let's Play. Right now, this is probably going to be very quiet background-wise because I've stripped the audio out. The reason why is Skyrim has a lot of copyright audio in it that, since I've done it last, has started popping content ID matches. I will try and upload it with the audio in. If it works, then you'll hear the music. If it doesn't, you're going to hear the music stripped out. So I do apologize for that. Unfortunately, that's out of my hands. That's just the way YouTube does their stuff. So let me go ahead. I'm going to read off the complete list of mods. These are in the load order that I currently have. Keep in mind, this is how it runs for me. It may not be the best way to run for you. If there is interest, I will show you guys how I installed all of these and walk you through the method to do so. It's not too complicated. There's a lot of videos out there on how to do what I did. It's not so bad. Also, to let you guys know, I did go through all of the comments on the last video, and I tried to use as many of the mods as I could. If it wasn't on Nexus Mod Manager, I did not use it. I'll just go ahead and say, if it wasn't on Skyrim Nexus, I didn't use it. I had enough complications just getting this stuff to work. I wasn't going to use something that wasn't on the the Nexus Manager because it's just too complicated. I do have an error with one of the mods that I wasn't able to fix. Before we actually get into gameplay, it's possible that I may remove that mod. And if there are any mods you guys would like added, there may still be time, but probably not. So anyways, let me read off the mods. I've got all of the unofficial patches. I've got the Skyrim unofficial patch, the Dawnguard unofficial patch, the Dragonborn unofficial patch, and I also have the HD texture unofficial patch, as well as Hearthfire. We have Falskar, and I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that right, Worm's Tooth, Apache Hair, Overlord Tower, Moonpath, the high-res textures, Helgen Reborn, Combat Drama Overhaul, Guard Dialogue, Craftable Blocks, Harvest Overhaul, Dragon Combat Overhaul, Apache Hair, Rebirth Monster, Hoth Trooper, Important Information, Breeze Home, Fully Upgradable, Better Vampires, Shouts, Redragonized, Apache Hairstyle, Civil War Overhaul, Skyrim Encounters, Fire and Ice Overhaul, No Skill Limit, Baron Zaya Quest Markers, When Vampires Attack, Here There Be Monsters, which I think may be the one that I'm having problems with. That one adds a bunch of sea monsters. There are a bunch of mesh issues with that one. I may end up having to strip that one out. Convenient Horses, Enhanced Blood, and I think Enhanced Blood with Dragonborn and Dawnguard. Immersive Weapons, Skyrim Enemy Scaling, something else, it's like BFS Effects, I'm not sure what that one was. Lovely Hairstyles, Monscorm, which is like it's a house mod. Hoth Trooper, Indigo, I don't know what the Hoth Trooper thing is from, it must be something else. Run for Your Lives, Cloaks, Sky UI, Windstad Mine, which is something I'm actually looking forward to. Moonpath Quest, Immersive Patrols, Saradin Companion, Wheels of Lull, Skyrim Enemy AI, Apocalypse, Spell Mod, and all of the stuff that goes with it. The Perkus Maximus, Warrior, Thief, and Mage setups, plus the expansion. Simple Magic Overhaul, the Apocalypse mods, pretty much all of them, plus the patch to make it work with Perma. Alternate Start, Asis, and I think that's it. Patchimus Maximus is just the patch to make it all work, supposedly with Perma. So that is everything I've got in there. I will, in the video description below, I will go ahead and leave all of the mods, plus their links to the page where you can download them. And we're going to kind of leave it at that. So we have a couple options here. I did not look at the races. I think the races have mainly been untouched. So we have a couple options here. And I'm probably going to go with female, just because they look prettier. And I'm not into dudes. So I know some people think that's really weird, but we're going to be playing this for like 90 hours or so. And if I'm going to be staring at something, I would rather it be attractive, not hideous. Now, for whatever reason, it seems like some of the Apache hair stuff didn't really go through. I do have 3 or 4 different hair mods on here, so it's possible that one of the ones that I used may have overwrote the other ones, but there are some pretty hairstyles, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. So I think we're going to end up going with Breton again, which is pretty much the only race that I really like. All the rest of them, because I mean, it gives you basically magic immunity, which is kind of nice. Some of you guys wanted me to go Argonian. They're hideous. I mean, they can swim well, but they're fucking hideous. I mean, look at that thing. It's like Godzilla. I mean, ew. High Elf is another option because High Elf is going to restore magic with the character that we're going to be playing. That actually could work out pretty well, but there's just not a sexy High Elf. Let me get to the hair real quick. I'll show you guys the hair real fast. I have a really cool hair mod on here that basically adds pretty hairstyles, which you guys can see here. Some of them are really... I hate this slider, by the way. Absolutely freaking hate it. Whoa, slower. So, like, we got... Ah, damn it. Dude, there's, like, no slow way to go through these. I hate it. Can I do it with the right click? There we go. All right, here we go. You can use the arrow keys, thank God. So there's, like, the steampunk elf who just, like, woke up and was like, bitch, I look gorgeous. There's the Pippi Longstocking, the Swedish girl. Now that one actually doesn't look too bad other than her face. Her face is a total burn victim, but the hair is gorgeous. That one's not too bad. It's just overly complex. How do you do a frontal braid like that and actually have it stick over to the side without like nailing it to your forehead? This one right here is like, holy shit, the lioness. The longer lioness, we'll call that the Rapunzel lioness. That one's just hilarious. Some of these are actually pretty nice. So these are the nicer hairstyles that I've got. Whoa, damn girl. Jeez, look at that mane. Fucking A. Can I rotate your character? No, of course I can't. Why would I be able to rotate your character? Okay, you can look back. Jesus. Alright, right there. That one's nasty. I don't like those. That one's not bad. I actually kind of like that, just not with her face. Her face is just hideous. So we may go with a high elf if I can find a way to make her face work. That's not bad. No, what the fuck? Dude, those look like... Dude, are those shitlocks? Oh my god, those are shitlocks. By the way, for those of you guys who are wondering, dreadlocks, those are, I guess, an acceptable hairstyle. I call them shitlocks when they're on white girls, because they just look nasty. Oh, really? No. What is it? This is like the homeless girl, right? Wait, where did it go? What? Oh, we're on the hair color. Okay. Yeah, that's like the homeless girl right there. And then we're back into the hideous hairstyles. So let's see if there's a way for us to hot this chick up a bit. Let's see. No. I like... Oh, come on. There were a couple good ones in here. Where are they? You know, I kind of like that one. That one's not too bad. If we can fix her face. We gotta fix her face. Let's see if we can fix her face. Let's go for the face. Alright. No, immediately to the face. No, there's no way we're fixing this. I mean, I mean, we can mess with her nose. But, I mean, she's still gonna be pretty funky. What about the eyes? Can we fix the eyes? Eye shape? Yeah, oh god, they're just... Well, I mean, actually, that one's not too bad. It's just that chin, dude. Whoa! What the fuck, dude? She's like some kind of spider queen or some shit. No. Oh. Now she looks like one of the demons from Supernatural. I actually kind of like that. That's to make the eyes go higher. That's to make them go lower a little bit. Eye width is fine. Is there like an eye slant? Like to unslant them? Because they're like, I mean, they're tilted. Look at that. They're like, ugh. Alright, let's see if we can play with her face a little bit. Okay, we've already done her nose. I don't care about the nose height. Jaw height? Is that what we're looking at? Can we soften? No. Okay, we want a small jaw. What about a jaw forward? Is that it? Okay, I can't even tell. What about is there like a chin fix? Can we like saw like 4 inches off? No. Okay, I'm vetoing this build. I'm sorry. There's just no fixing her. There's no fixing her. So yeah, we're going back. It's like the more I mess with her, the more hideous she gets. So we're going Breton. I'm sorry. I know we always do Bretons, but you'll understand here in a moment. All right, let's go pick a hairstyle real quick. Actually, let's pick a face, and then we'll fix the hair. All right, let's go with face. Do they not have like pre-built faces? Complexion? Oh Jesus Christ! What the hell? No. Okay, you know what? We're going back with the hair. We're just gonna start with the hair. Alright, zip it all the way back. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, no. Ooh, that actually kind of growing on me. I like, kind of like that. That's just weird still. No. What the fuck? That's not too bad. What can we do hair-wise? Let's see. Coloring. Do they have like a darker red? No. I just don't like... Oh yeah, there we go. Do we have a darker brown? Like a solid brown? Oh damn. Hello, nurse. Alright, so... Do we want to tweak her mouth any? That just looks really odd. Okay. Oh my god. I'm just fucking this poor girl up. Okay, that's not bad. Chins! Oh my god, there is a way to fix the chins. Okay, and she's got a jaw like Jesus Christ. Let's fix her jaw. Where's that jaw? My god, dude. No, is it body? No, it's not body. It's got to be under face, maybe? There it is. Jesus Christ. Fix the jaw. Okay, can we pull... There we go. Now she's got a nice little curved face. All right. Problem fixed. Okay. Jaw forward? No, I don't want her to be like The Rock or anything. Let's see if we can fix our nose just a bit. No. Well, that was kind of cute. Alright, I like that one right there. Alright, let's go for the eyes. Eye color. What color do we want? Oh, we can do eyeliner? Oh, dude, we're gonna decorate this bitch all up. Alright, so eye shape. Oh, Jesus Christ, her face got longer. How did... Okay, that's fine. Don't touch it. Oh my god, you weird, creepy... Oh, Jesus. I'm so tempted to rock with that just to scare the fuck out of people. Can you imagine if somebody showed up in town and had, like, the black eyes? What the fuck? So that's, like, the best blue they have? Really? I mean, that one's not bad. Oh, okay, I like that one a lot. Eye height. Let's lower our eyes just a bit. Not that much. Okay. Eye width. That's good. Eye depth. No, I'm good. Eyeliner color. Yeah, we'll go full-blown whore eyes. There we go. That's not bad. Alright, right there. And then eye tint. No, that's too much. That'll work. That'll work. Alright, let's check out these brows. What kind of brows we got? Monster brows. That works. Brow height. You know what? We're just not going to touch those. Alright, let's play with her mouth some. Yeah. That sounded so fucking awful. Oh, that just makes her look derp. That one's good. Mouth height. Okay, mouth forward. Not going to mess with chin width. We've already fucked with her chin a little bit. What about our lip color? Let's get some gloss. Oh, wow. We're just fucking her up. Now she looks goth as hell. Yeah, we'll just go full-blown whore. Yeah, just full-blown whore. All right. So, I think I'm going to stop messing with her before I break her anymore. I mean, she's already... I don't want any scars. I don't want any war paint. You know, I kind of like that just a little bit. It adds some color. I mean, I'm not usually a big fan of freckles, but it adds just a touch of color to her, so she doesn't look like she's, you know, one of the Night of the Living Dead. Oh my god, we can... What the fuck? Wait. Holy shit. Alright, we're gonna go with that right there. I don't want her too skinny. Alright, let's play with her skin tone just a bit. Yeah, I like that right there. She's got a little touch of red. A little too much, but fuck it. I don't care. Alright, let's name her. What are we gonna call her? Unfortunately, we're not streaming, so you guys don't get to weigh in on this. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna call her Pyrostasis. I know it's weird, but we're going with it anyway. Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead till all this is done, and we'll pick up there. Alright, so I had to skip that. There's this mod right here, this Morscum mod. For whatever reason, they decide to put an unskippable cutscene in it with music. And, I mean, it's really pretty music, but I don't know if it's copyright or not. And I just don't want to fuck with it. I really, really don't want to mess with it. Okay, so just like I did on my last one, we're going to kind of go through some of the quest lines. We're going to kind of talk about it just a bit. This right here is the alternate start. You guys are going to notice we're not going to have to do the whole initial carriage ride or anything along those lines. And then I need to get rid of the music. So let's go with audio, music. There we go. Sorry guys, I know some of y'all really like the music in Skyrim. I do too. I like it as well, but I can't risk the content matches because then we could lose an entire episode just because of music in the background. All right, so a lot of you guys had asked for a bunch of different types of characters. The one that most of you guys seem to recommend was the spell sword, and I don't know exactly what a spell sword is, so you guys are going to get stuck with kind of my interpretation of a spell sword. From what I understand, a spell sword is basically, it is a character that has a one-handed weapon in one arm and a spell in the other. So you focus on, I guess, like wards and things along those lines to deal with magic. The problem is we picked a Breton, which basically gives us magic immunity for a certain period of time, if I recall. I think that's what the ability is. The problem is we're going to be using wards and such like that, so that may not be as big of a deal for us. But like I said, I didn't want to look like a hag. So, you know, I kind of wanted to look banging, and we kind of look banging. So I'm very happy with... We did turn out a little bit too much like Susie Homemaker from like Leave It to the Beaver in the 1950s, but you know what? Fuck it. The other thing is we're probably going to be going fairly evil with this character. I always try to play a nice guy, and we end up going evil anyway, so I'd really prefer this time to just say, fuck it, we're going to go straight out and be evil. Airstrike? Holy shit, that is kind of cool. Dragon skin, alright, fair enough. Customize or reset better vampire bonds. We're going to deal with that. Yes, this is it. Dragon skin. Absorb 50% of the magic from hostile spells for 60 seconds. I believe that is the racial perk, I think. Or maybe it's this one. No, that's it. 25 resistance to magic. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. So that's pretty much all that we've got there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the perma stuff. Now, this is going to be the majority of this video. Some of you guys are going to probably want to tone out through this, but I'm going to try and keep it fairly open without going too much into it, but there probably will be a hell of a lot in here. Now, there are 3 tiers of trees in this. There is Mage, there is the Warrior tree, and then there's the Thief tree. And all of the skills in here encompass one of these in some form or fashion. So, whoops. Let's look at Illusion. So, studies Novice Illusion. The first magical filaments of delusion and control have enticed you with their allure, but you've only studied petty deceits so far. Deep analysis with your magic, you can peel apart even more powerful beings with your gaze, experiencing their strengths and knowing their weaknesses. From what I understand about this, the illusion setup, he's kind of changed the way the stuff works. So if you come all the way up here in the top area, you're going to see studies Master's Illusion, Focus the Mendweller, and Focus the Puppet Master. Master of Illusion, you are a true master of illusion, effortlessly imposing your will on others and deceiving as you please. But something more is out there if you could only see it. So I believe these right here are your masteries. I don't think these, I think the focuses may not be, but I know the masteries, I think you can only have 1 mastery per skill line. So if we get up here, we're going to see, there should be a mastery up here somewhere as well. Yes, Master Conjuration maybe? You see playing like pages in a book, lost souls, but can you unearth greater powers? So I believe you can only do 1 mastery. I may be wrong about this, but I remember he was talking about some of the masteries in here, and that you can only do some of them and you couldn't do them all. And I believe the focuses may also be like that. You can only pick 1 focus maybe? I'm not sure. I need to go through and read his in-depth information. This just came out yesterday, so there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to learn and kind of refigure out. If you're watching this 6 months from now or a year from now or 2 years from now, remember, this came out yesterday, so there's a lot that I may not know. Be gentle. Restoration. We've got Purification. Let's see. A true restoration mage hates the undead on principle. This aversion pierces the foul things with positive energy, supercharging a mage's rebuking magic. So basically, it's going to allow you to kind of do the whole paladin type setup. Respite. Your curative magic now restores perseverance and grit, as well as staunching wounds. Perseverance and grit. The world is a dangerous place, and standing healing spell formulas are rarely adequate. With practice and through concentration, your healing arts excel. So these basically are increasing your healing arts. One of the other nice things about this is he's kind of changed all of the lore on here, so you don't necessarily know exactly what you're getting, but you kind of have an idea. It doesn't give you like a fixed percentage. A restoration mage can serve as a beacon of light in a dark world. You take the first steps looking inward with reflection to expand your growing aura. So, kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Ward Deflect. An old mage once said that all healing knowledge in the world is useless if you're too dead to use it. So you've begun to develop your ward's potential. So I'm assuming these are going to be like your ward setups. Carriers, I believe these are going to be like the plagues and such that you had in the other version. So you'll be able to have buffs and you'll be able to have debuffs, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. We're going to be getting heavily into magic, but I need to figure out the focuses and all that stuff before we get too far in, because we're only going to be able to, I think, pick 1 type. Enchanting. Now, he did go over some of the enchanting changes. He didn't like the base enchant setup. He thought it was kind of silly the way it worked out, that, you know, you're focusing so hard on these to kind of expend up, and like only 2 of the 14 abilities are even worth a damn. Although as delicate as a Lunamoth, you've managed to imbue an item with persistent magic, the first step towards the road of an enchanter. Soul Siphon allows you to get more souls, I believe. And then Combat Enchanter is going to be combat weapons. Wow, these are really fucking cool, man. Really fucking cool. You've learned how to apply multiple magical effects to a single weapon, making you a devious artificer. Artificer? I think it's artifice. Because I know it's artifice, so maybe it's artificer. I've never heard of artificer before. In yet another mark of distinction, you've learned to enchant magical staves. No surprise that many aspiring mages envy your magical scroll work and the powerful magics contained within. So I'm guessing this will allow you to actually make scrolls and books, maybe. That would be kind of cool. Unlike a traditional battle mage, you bring an enchanting skill to face your foes. In hands, your staff slowly recharges, keeping you prepared for any battle. That's badass. So one of the big problems that you had sometimes was when you had a magical item, you constantly had to have soul gems on you to recharge. This way, it'll just kind of recharge naturally. Spell Surge. As your enchanting skills grow, you've learned how to move magical energy so easily that you now use enchanted weapons to bolster your cast spells. I don't understand what that means. Maybe if you have an enchant on your weapon that you're using, it will also affect the spells that you're casting? That's the only thing I can think of, which would make a spell sword really fucking deadly. The Time of the Dragons has brought a great source of magic back to Nirn. By tapping the power, you can enchant and use some of the most powerful magical infusions the world has seen in ages. Very nice, very nice. From what I understand, smithing has 2 trees. You have the, well, let me come back down here a little bit. You have the light tree, and then over here you're going to have the heavy tree. So depending on which side you go down, will determine whether you're going heavy armor or light armor. And I believe the armor choices give you some benefits as well, like the light armors, you're going to move quicker, et cetera, while the heavy armors, they have some really interesting modifications, which I'll get to here in just a second. Dynamically? Unlocking crafting secrets to Lost Time, you can recreate crude copies of fantastic Dwemer automatons, or automations. So this is where you're actually going to be able to make basically pets from those Dwemer, you know, the little roller balls and things along those lines. It's going to give you some of those options. Some powers may look down upon the use of mere tricks, but honor is of little boon when a sharpened bear trap shreds muscle from bone. So I have no idea what that will do, but maybe you can do traps or something along those lines. That'd be kind of cool. Leg cutter? That sounds nasty. Combining some of the most advancing forging techniques you know, your ground traps pierce through armor like silk to kill and cripple your foes. So yes, it's a trapping line. So you'll basically be able to do trapping completely. And this over here is going to do gold and silver, refined silver. And then right here with legends tell of incredible artifacts, rumors also say that some smiths were able to forge rough copies from these priceless objects for use in later ages. Copycat. So the only thing I can think of is it allows you to take maybe some of the amazing weapons and such that you find and make it better. Because that was always one of the main problems is you get something like Volendrung early on and it just, I mean, it was good, but I think if you found it later, it was better. And so this might allow you to improve those even beyond, I honestly don't know. Honestly don't know. Heavy weapons, or heavy armor, sorry. Heavy armor. From what I understand, heavy armor is kind of sick. You start off very, very slow, and you kind of struggle, you know, initially. Day 1 of combat training saw you hacking apart a pig. That pig was any foe stupid enough to enter a fight without proper armor. With this, they've added a couple nice, interesting abilities. Fitted against your flame, you've managed to bleed energy into your armor carapace to reduce shocking magical effects. So what that basically means is you won't have as much issues with some magic types. Against all odds, you trust your armor grows with every combat you survive, and you survive plenty. That's just going to increase. Unbreakable allows you, I guess, to break other armors? Or maybe it just gives you increased damage. With massive metal ringing ears, your foe finds his blows shaking his very grip and bouncing him off balance. Basically, when they hit you, it hurts them. Unyielding Tower, you can see it's a mastery. Again, I believe you can only pick one type of mastery. I'm hoping it's per line. So like per armor type, per magic spell, per weapons. I hope it's not just one in general, because if so, we may have to do like 15 Let's Plays of this just to get it all covered. This basically just makes you a super tank. You're just never going to die. Bull's Charge, from what I understand, allows you to knock people out of the way because you have heavy armor on, and you don't get staggered. And I'm not sure about that. Maybe it makes you move faster? Let's look at Juggernaut. Exploit weakness heavy. An early lesson you've put to good use. No armor is perfect. Knowing this, you attack your armor-clad foes where it will hurt the most. So the nice thing about this is while you're learning how to use your heavy armor better, you're also learning how to kind of counter heavy armor, which is kind of cool. Crushing thunder of your armor falls behind every blow, and you're blown into your foes in a knight armor. The crashing thunder of your armor falls behind every blow, and you blow into your foes in a knight's armored thrust. I don't get it. Hardened by armor and battle strength in combat, your calloused hands pour crushing blows on the enemy. And then Secure Shell. Comfortable inside your suit of armor, you don't have time to bleed as injuries refuse to stop you like some lesser warrior. That could really be interesting. Maybe you can't take bleed damage, or maybe you just have more damage resistances. Maybe the more hurt you get. I don't know. The voice is a powerful weapon of ancients, but with a thick enough shield, even those dusty old shouts can be hard to hear. Oh, nice! It's shout resistance. That's amazing. Your trusty heavy shield moves easily with your arm, but might as well be the side of a mountain, deterring even magical assaults. Wow. So basically just massive magic reduction, I'm thinking. Although the thick armor takes practice to cast your magic through, the flowing magic also protects you from magical energies. So it's just basically going to give you awesome protections from pretty much everything. Now, it was kind of interesting because he was talking in there about shields, but I think it was more of a magical setup. This is actually your shielding completely. Now, from what I understand, shields can actually be used a little bit better as weapons. You see the debilitating bash. I think they've gotten that up. Quick reflexes is going to allow you to block faster. Blunt supremacy. I think that's just going to give you the master of blocking. Riposte. The first time he thought he made a mistake, but there was no error. Your defensive skill with the blade rivals the slashing skill of lesser warriors' assaults. Riposte usually means when you block, you can perform an immediate attack. I don't know how that'll work here. A dynamo of battle strikes faster and harder than foes can comprehend. Your dynamic bashes embolden your sword arm, leaving foes in bloody tatters. No idea. Block runner. Countless battles with your shield is giving you a critical edge, moving, dodging, and running to cover behind your shield in a flash. So basically, I'm assuming you'll be able to block quicker. Like you'll be able to get your shield up faster. A juggernaut behind a raised bulwark. You plow through enemies like a mammoth through a herd of deer. So basically, it's just going to allow you to knock people the hell out of your way with your shield. The ultimate combat art of the shield warrior, you can summon the focus required to perfectly block every blow for a short while, refuting even the worst fates. So basically, that's just going to make you un-freaking killable. Now, the other big change in this is the weapons. You have heavy weapons, light weapons, and ranged weapons, and each of the weapon types will fall into one or more of these. There is some overlap, I believe, from like the light weapons and the heavy weapons. I know some of the Asian weapons, like the, what are they called? Like the kentos and things like that, kind of fell into a couple different areas on this. Crushing impact, you're going to basically have all of your different types of weapons here, I believe, from your crushing weapons to your piercing weapons and things along those lines. Momentum carries you forward, stabbing and smashing through enemies in a whirling storm of overwhelming blows. Boiling point, great cleave. Rolling through combat, you sometimes push past weakness through injury to become a dreadful engine of devastation in arms. With a balanced stance, a single slash of your blade slices through flesh, blood, and bone as easily as if it cuts through the air. Holy shit. Final breaker. Like an implacable iceberg, weakness is crushed before you as injured enemies are quickly and easily bludgeoned in oblivion. So maybe it's like a crit, like the lower their health is, like a finishing move, maybe? Compromise is often weakness in battle, but you sacrifice raw piercing power for unmatched weapon handling dexterity. Interesting. And then the warrior's mastery. So each field, I guess, is going to have a mastery. Let's look at light weapons and then ranged weapons. Let's see. Light weapon handling. There's dual wield over here. We'll probably stay away from that. We will probably be doing light weapons. There's piercing, blunts. I'm not sure what that is over there. Interesting. Dervish piercing strikes and hammer blows plow enemies to the ground when used in used in riposte? Was that what that said? Shit. When used in riposte, yeah. Interesting. So it'll allow you to block or to counteract attacks. With firmly planted feet, powerful edge cuts and mace blows dig through your foe's armor, opening up new avenues of assault. So it's basically an armor counter. Logic dictates you protect your more vulnerable rear, but doubly so when facing a clever man with a sharp blade. Not sure. Thinking maybe it gives you bonuses to back attacks, maybe? Smart soldier instead preys upon existing injuries to hasten the end like a shark sensing blood. Again, these are very interesting. We're going to almost have to get these just to see what they do. With the energy to time a lunging strike perfectly, you rattle your foe's brains with a sharp, powerful blow to head, helm, or not. Rising wings. Heavier weapons serve their role, but combat is a matter of haste. With each clean sword strike, you burst past dawdling foes. So it's going to be a speed increase of some kind. Interesting. Interesting. And then finally, range weaponry. Now, I'm curious to see what different types of setups we've got here. You've still got your point blank, advanced missile craft, and power draw. So this is going to be your... Probably right here is going to be your longbows. These are going to be your short bows, probably. Crossbow requires a specialized bolt, but you've started to tinker with the design, improving its deadly accuracy. And I guess these are all going to be the crossbows. Simple devices, but even basic types required skillful hands. Doubly so the deadly upgrades you've created. Proficient engineer. Holy shit. Heavy arbalist design. Wow. Crossbow technician. What is takedown? Interesting. So that's just basically the stagger ones. Your mark will be forever etched upon the deadly ranged weapons you've created. Good God. Littered with shafts, a master archer's target is already dead, just waiting for the peaceful release provided by one last arrow. So I'm assuming that's just like a finishing shot. With a supreme act of focus, a master directs each shot with unerring precision, striking foes like bloody meteors from heaven. Holy hell. We will probably do a crossbow of some kind. I like the idea of crossbows. I don't know how much we're going to get into it. You've also got your light armors right here. Thick padding's also obviously going to make it get a little bit better. Like give you increased damage, I'm assuming. Exploit weaknesses is going to probably allow you to break other people's armors. Unburdened by a heavy shell of dense metal, you channel magicka through your very armor. So that's going to be spell casting through light armor. Swiftness, through countless combat, your armor perfect size, just going to make you quicker. Agility, same thing. Wow, dude. Secure grip. Good lord. And what's this top one up here? Like a whirlwind of bloody battle, each foe that falls boosts your body's velocity like a blizzard cutting into the heart. So that's basically to make you just start swinging like crazy. So there's just going to be a lot of speed increases with this. That's going to be kind of interesting. Wayfarer is going to be, I believe, lockpicking. Dexterity is, I think, pickpocketing. Speech has been upgraded, and sneak has probably been overhauled as well. I was always bummed out by the sneaking in, what do you call it, in Skyrim. By careful studying the way of light movement attracts unwanted attention, you remain well hidden without the cover of darkness. You can basically walk in the day. By combining stealth with spellcraft, mages become even more deadly foes, hurling magic with lethal precision at unaware targets. So that's quiet casting. Your unique blend of stealth and hand-to-hand magic allows you to maximize the destructive capability of your touch spells when unobserved. Holy shit. So basically you can just walk up and then just touch somebody and they'll fall over dead. Pretty nice. So basically you're going to get some heals by being in the stealth. And using stealth and a favorite blade, the assassin becomes the hand of fate, killing oblivious targets with a single unerring dagger thrust. Interesting. So a lot of really cool options here. It is going to kind of change the way a lot of things work. This right here, from what I understand, Wayfarer is going to allow you to kind of learn things. So, like, you'll learn beasts. You can choose... it just basically teaches you about the game. So you can see lore forces of nature, lore predators, lore Solstein, lore cave dwellers, lore great monsters, lore humanoids. So once you learn all these things, each of these is going to give you guys a little benefit in fighting those people, which should be kind of interesting. I'm rather looking forward to some of this stuff. Alchemy. Let's see. Tinkerer. What does that do? Despite no formal training, your knack for alchemy exceeds many more experienced mixers, improving your output in fieldcraft. So that's just basically going to make you a little bit better. You've learned how to single blade and poison dust can kill both man. So that's going to be some kind of poison setup. Poison armor. Oh, wow. So basically, it hurts people who attack you. Retaliation, Flask Harness. Foolish attackers are drenched in dreadful poison, making your creation the ultimate defensive deterrent. Holy shit. As a true master of alchemy and envy of your peers, you craft potions of achingly beautiful purity and poisons of exceedingly deadly clarity. I'm thinking what we're going to probably do is some kind of spell sword assassin type character. So basically we'll have magic in the offhand, some kind of powerful one-handed weapon or series of one-handed weapons. We will use a crossbow. And I'm thinking, I don't know, enchanting sounds good, alchemy sounds good. I need to look at the masteries and see if that's one of the things you can get for your entire, like if it's for each individual line. So for instance, like you could have a mastery in crafting, a mastery in weapons, a mastery in armor, and a mastery in magic. If that's how it works, then we're good. If it's only one mastery period, that's gonna be very tough to choose from. But I'm hoping it's per school. I'm gonna have to do some research on that and see how it works out. If it's per school, then we're gonna pick up either alchemy or enchanting, probably alchemy. As much as I would like enchanting, we'll probably go with alchemy. We'll do light armor, we'll do light weaponry and ranged weaponry. I'm not sure which we would focus on, probably the light weaponry. Mainly just want to do the ranged weaponry just for the lulls. I kind of like having a crossbow around just for shits and giggles. We will do some sneak, we will do some wayfare, and maybe some dexterity as well. So kind of like a spell sword assassin type deal. I may look into the illusion line because illusion can be very helpful for stealth, or at least it used to be able to. I'll have to see how he's changed it here and see what works. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. So in the next episode, which will come in a couple days, because I got to do some research and such, and I want to make sure that there's nothing else you guys want added to this before we get started, we will get rolling and we will pick our start and see what kind of trouble we can get into. I also wanted to show you briefly some of the mods that we've got under the mod configuration. We have this EGO stuff, from what I understand, is basically a combination of a lot of the different mods that were previously in, like, what do you call it? Civil War, Deadly Dragons, finishing moves, and all of that has basically been rolled into one mod now. We have Enhanced Blood, we've got Immersive Armors, Immersive Weapons, the Morscum Estate, Better Horses, Better Vampires, and Apocalypse Spells. So I'm going to need to go through some of these and get them figured out. The increased spawns, I have to set this up, apparently. It says default is 200. But it's not 200. It starts off at 0. So I'm going to have to set all of these up. This increased spawns, basically when you walk up to like a bandit den, beforehand there'd be like 4 bandits. Now there's going to be like a shit ton of bandits there. So stealthing in is going to become very important. Very important. So it should be kind of interesting. Keep in mind, I'm going to do my best to make this Let's Play run at 60 frames a second. As far as I can tell, it's running pretty good here. We are on max settings. I'm not seeing too much hitching. There is a slight little frame rate drop like right here for some reason, but as far as I can tell, we're staying at about 60 frames a second. So that will be very pretty on YouTube for those of you guys who can watch it in the maxed out settings. So keep in mind, if there's anything else you guys would like me to add, please provide the links in the description or in the comment section below. I will throw all of the current mods and their web pages in the description. So if you want to see what we're running, you can check the description out. If there's anything bad that I'm running or anything that you would like me to add, you got a couple days to throw it in the description, and then we're going to be locking this Let's Play. We won't be adding or changing anything else and roaming from there. So anyways, guys, hopefully you guys are excited about this. If you are, please slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.